Hello.
Hi, it's Laurel here, and I just wanted to show you a card using the Inktense watercolor pencils, and I'm going to be using these Carver clear stamps. It's their little Harry Potter set. I've used some of their digital stamps before. This is the first clear stamp that I've used, and I really am pleased with it. It's a good quality stamp, and it gives you a really nice even image. So I'm stamping the Harry Potter image with some VersaFine ink. You want to use a pigment ink, not a dye ink, when you're doing any watercoloring, because if you use a dye ink, the black or whatever color ink is just going to smear when you add water to it. So I'm going to show you how I colored that Harry Potter on that card that's on the blog. I'm going to be using these Inktense pencils. This is just the 24 pack, but they also have a smaller pack and a pack of 12, and then they have larger packs as well. So to start with, I'm taking one of the, I think this is called bark, but it's one of the browns in my pack, and I'm going around the edges of his hair, and I'm not applying too much pencil ink, or pencil rather, because this is exactly why. The littlest bit of water really pulls out that color. That's why they're called Inktense watercolor pencils. So you don't really need to apply a lot, so you don't want to be firm when you're applying your pencil down. So I just went around the edges, and now I'm going and pulling all of the color into the center of his hair. Now, while it might not look that great now, there is a method to my madness. I am going to be adding another color to it later. So I'm going to let that dry, and I'm going to go ahead and start working on his robe, and I'm going to add some of the gray, just again around the edges, and then I'm going to take my pencil, and I've got some water sprayed there on my craft sheet, and I'm just going to start pulling the color in from the edges and you'll get a nice blended look or shadowed look. And now the black is what I put on the pants, and I didn't apply a lot because that black is a really strong color. Another fun thing to do with these pencils is you can take the color straight from the pencil itself like I did for the shoes. And I'm also going around the edges of the robe as well just to get more of a shadowed look. So it's really fun, and these are so fun to work with. They're a lot more freeing to me than Copics. With Copics, you kind of have to be, for me anyway, exact, and then I have to blend, and then I don't get it right, and then I blend some more, and I don't get it right, and I blend some more. With these pencils, it's really fun, and it's really easy to go back in and add color. And another fun thing about these pencils is once the pencil is dry on the paper, you can go and add other color on top like I'm doing right now with a lighter color brown, and it is not going to affect the color that's dried. So once it's dried, it is permanent. So you can go in and add color over the top, and it's super cool, and you can't do that with some other colored pencils that I have. I've actually sold off all my other watercolor pencils, and I just have these. So I'm going in and adding that brown in, and I'm doing it the same way. I'm just adding some, I added some to the edges and moved it around with my watercolor brush, and now I'm taking some directly off the pencil itself. I also am using that same color, and you see how if you add a lot more water to it, you can control the lightness and darkness of the color. So I went ahead and took that same brown, and I colored in his face to give him a little tan. And now I'm heat setting it one more time because I'm going to go back in one more time with that light brown, and I'm going to finish off his hair. And you can see I'm using the side of the paper as like a little palette so I can, figure out what color it is. So I've gone in and now finished off his hair, and that little guy is done. And there he is. I'm pretty happy with it, and I love all the shadowing and stuff and the look from this little guy just from these pencils. Now I wanted to show you how I got the two-tone look of that book, and again you can see the picture up on the blog of that card because I wasn't real good about holding it still in front of the camera. I'm going around the edges here with a red watercolor pencil, and you can see it's a very vivid red. Again, don't need a lot of pressure and don't need to put a lot of pencil down with this. So I'm just going around the edges, and I'm pulling some of it to the center. And I'm going to add another color here. I think I chose green. And I'm taking it directly off the pencil itself, and I'm just going to color in the center of the book with the pencil. And then I wanted to have a little bit more of a matchy look to the little guy, so little Harry. So I added some black around the edges, and with my watercolor pencil just to finish off the book. So it's really fun to mix and match colors and make your own color. And again, once you heat set it, you can go over the color and create your own colors and things like that. So once you heat set, it's permanent, and that's pretty cool. So I'm just going to cut this little guy out, and I'm going to, what I did was off camera was I made a little tag for it. And I really enjoyed these pencils. They're super fun, and I hope you enjoyed the video today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that you have an amazing day. And my little buddy here wants to say bye as well.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Have a good day.
And here's what we created today using watercolor pencils, carber, clear stamps. Bye!